Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. So, last time out we there was a few more social link things that we were doing in the last part, and we were also continuing with kind of helping prepare Futaba to get go to the beach. And now in this part, it's time for the beach. So that's what we're going to be doing in this part. But first, Futaba went off and bought fireworks by herself, which is I don't know how legal that is for. I think she's 16 to buy fireworks, but I don't know the rules in Japan on that. But yes, so we're going to. So yeah, because I think it's pretty much because Futaba heard that, you know, we went to the fireworks festival, it kind of got washed out and we had a bit of a shit time, so she's being kind to us, I guess. Which is kind of cool. Kind of cool to see her, you know, liking us a bit more. And, you know, kind of getting closer to us. And at the same time, it's kind of it shows how she's kind of moved on a bit because she was able to go out by herself and buy those fireworks all on her own. So it's kind of a nice little moment, I think, to kind of show that her character's kind of grown up. And of course, it's always funny to hear Morgana having issues with the smoke. I always thought it was kind of a cool moment. So of course, it always has to be me. I always have to be the responsible one. I always have to take care of everything, for fuck's sake. Okay. So yeah, but we've got to keep an eye on Futaba while she's at the beach. Make sure that nothing bad happens. But anyway, now it's finally time for I think it's the last day of summer vacation as well. So that means
Futaba will be in your care today. Make sure you don't let
or, you know, I think summer vacation is ending with this. The summer vacation section is ending with this. So now we're going to hang out with Futaba at the beach. And with everybody else. So let's get going. Sojiro is telling us off. Like, you know, make sure you look after her, you piece of shit.
Right. Sorry.
Damn it. I love Futaba's voice actress. Like, she's just got such a good voice for Futaba. It just fits her character so perfectly. I just love it. And of course, I can't remember her name. I think it's Erika Lindbeck, I think, who plays her. I'm pretty sure. But I'm not 100% positive because I'm a dickhead. And of course, you can tell it's a major event in the game because it's we've got a bit of a animated cutscene. Of course, you got to have the fan service. Ryuji, calm down. Jesus Christ, Ryuji, what the fuck are you doing? No, Morgana hasn't got his tongue. But actually, really, I'm surprised Alan didn't just beat his face in. But there you go. And this moment is pretty funny. Towel head. I love that. It's so awesome. No, it isn't. Futaba, it really isn't. Take that off. Sorry if you can hear the dogs in the background. They never fucking shut their faces. And I think, by the way, this also suits what's his name? Yusuke's character really well. The fact that he's the only one who's kind of like in a hoodie, kind of showing out. You know, he's plays off his character very well, showing off he's eccentric and different from the rest of them. So I kind of like that as well. How you know, they show that he's different from the rest, just because of the way that he's dressed with his hoodie on, his longer shorts.
Fine. You guys are here. It's almost lunchtime. No! The squid's staring at me.
Wow, that took a while.
It's cooked, so don't worry. Would you even eat squid if I'm not around?
Squids can't stare. For fuck's sake.
So why don't we eat lunch?
Dead anyway.
I'll go get some stuff for us then.
Okay, Ryuji.
You're eating that even here?
I stapled
This should be a familiar
Futaba even brings a
How does it taste?
microwavable
What's up, man?
instant ramen
You
with
ain't
her.
eating much.
So that's kind of cool. That suits the character as well, to be fair. So
You just don't get it, do you, Ryuji? When a girl's in a swimsuit,
I'm really
she
sorry
wants
she
to
ate the
look
dog.
as slim as
They never
possible.
shut the fuck up.
Still, you're worrying too much. Did you make sure to eat breakfast? Mona lacks tact.
So, what do we do now? Should we play some beach volleyball?
I like.
Oh,
What's
sorry.
funny about that as
Us
well
girls
is that
already
that's
make
coming
plans
from
for our banana
Futaba.
boat. We could
Who
only
in
rent
the-
a three-person
You know,
one.
in the time that we've known her, isn't exactly been known for her tact either. So it's kind of awesome,
Try our
really.
stuff.
It's just like
Hell no.
the only person who could have been
Can't
worse
trip like
for
that.
complaining about Mona's
Make
tact would have been
headlines.
Ryuji.
Treat us better.
I do think they're not bad in the metaverse, but in reality,
Stop being such an arrogant prick.
strange, isn't it? They can steal treasures, but they
Hey,
don't
leave us
think
alone.
They can steal a girl's heart at all. But, Lady On,
Excuse me.
can we get to the banana boat already?
May I remind you you're in a relationship with me?
We'll go now.
So obviously I'm doing all right.
We'll switch when we're done. Keep an eye on our stuff for us. Banana, banana.
So they're going off to bugger off and have some fun.
Damn it. I don't get how
Uh,
amazing we are.
And we're stuck watching the bags.
Being phantom thieves. There's no way we're the
Fucking
same as
hell.
other guys.
What a load of crap.
Shouldn't we be having more
This
good
isn't
times
fun.
in reality too?
We've been treated badly here, ladies and gentlemen.
We're
I don't care.
special, man. Don't you agree, Yusuke?
Well, if you put it that way, you may be right.
Yeah, and I do kind of like how, because it does get kind of, it plays up later on.
How do we get Lady
Um,
On to notice how amazing
But
we are
with
as
Ryuji, they do kind of bed in, you know, quite early on.
You know what?
Kind of him getting. I love one of the officers' swimsuits. But anyway, sorry, but basically, they kind of play it in, bed it in quite early about how Ryuji is kind of getting a bit of a big head and isn't really thinking about what's, you know,
Very well.
what could happen if our identities get revealed, and kind of sees it as kind of a big,
Get settled then. So,
not a joke exactly, but he kind of sees it as, what's the worst that can happen? This will be awesome. Really? We're gonna leave the cat in charge of all our belongings? That's not a good idea. Ryuji, that's not a good idea, lad. Oh well. I'm sure Morgana can do alright. That's, alright, Ryuji. We've been told to get the fuck out. I do love this sequence where Ryuji's trying his best to hit on hit on girls, and then it's just like, yeah, sorry man, we'll go later. Although our character doing this is kind of dodgy. I guess it doesn't, you know, they don't. You know, it's basically the same cutscene wherever happens. So even if you're in a relationship, you still try and help Ryuji hit on girls. So it's kind of like a bit out of character. Just give up, man. I'm going for a miracle comeback. Sure you are, Ryuji. Oh, can you tell what's going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen? Can you tell? Oh shit. It's the guys who hit on Ryuji from Shinjuku. That was a fair while ago in the game, to be fair, but it's kind of... I love that they bring these guys back. Oh god. This is harassment. This is fucking harassment. Leave us alone. Later. Time to run.
Wait.
Just about. Well, this has gone so well so far. And this moment's kind of weird as well. Yusuke just comes in holding 2 lobsters. Why? So he's okay. Yeah, this is kind of a bizarre moment. That he just decides, I'm going to buy some, I'm just going to buy a couple of lobsters. Why?
I'm very sorry.
I want to. That's all. Of course this happens. Why wouldn't it? I'm trying to remember. I think something similar happened with in Persona 4 Golden, because there is a sequence where you go to the beach in that game as well. And I think something similar happens to the female party members in that section as well, from what I remember. But it looks as if we turned up at just the right moment.
Thank you very much.
We're all right in the end, aren't we? Where's Futaba? Oh, there you go.
What?
Yusuke finally asked the question. Yeah, so Futaba seems to be alright. You can't really keep hold of them like that, dude. They're gonna die. To be fair, they're gonna bloody die.
We should probably
If you
set
just
out
hold them in your
home.
hands the whole time. They
Okay,
need water.
let's pack up.
Futaba seemed fine in the crowd too.
And we stayed all
It looks
day.
like she's overcome her last exercise.
Hey, Futaba! We're going home! Stop standing around and help us!
You
Oh.
know,
Something up?
all this time, I thought that it was my fault that my mom died.
Uh-huh.
It's because everyone said that I killed her. Everyone looked at me thinking
Maybe
I was
Ryuji's
evil.
reaction could have been
I
a
ended
little
up
bit better
hating
there.
this
Oh
world.
well.
That's why I shut myself in and covered my ears. I wished my mom would come back to life. Sometimes I'd wake up and think it was all a dream. But nothing had changed in the world. That's why I'd sleep again. It'd be a repeat of that. I loved my mom. I wanted to become like her. How she'd work late into the night. How she'd wake up early and make me a boxed lunch every day. How she'd do her best to further her research.
You can still do
How
that,
she'd
Futaba. You
scold
can
me
still
for peeking
become
at her
like your mom.
notes. It was cognitive science, wasn't it? The cognitive world
The
can
science,
become
yes.
distorted through desires. If it becomes distorted, a person begins exhibiting problematic behavior.
It is a
in
little bit of
reality.
a
That
coincidence,
cognitive
though.
world disappears when you remove its
We
core.
happen to go.
Further problematic actions
We happen
stop.
to be thrown into this
Isn't that about
the
palaces?
world of the cognitive.
That's the
Uh,
metaverse.
you know, of
She knew
going
about
into
that?
palaces and stuff like that in the metaverse. You know, running into Morgana and all that.
Now I understand, after it
And
actually
we happen
happened
to
me.
be
All I
living in a
thought about was my mom.
in the
I
place
was
we happen to be
trapped
living
in
in,
cognitive
and the
labyrinth.
guy who took us in
I couldn't
also
get
has
out of it.
is looking
There's
after this
nothing I could
girl
do by
whose
myself.
mother was researching this stuff as well.
That's a huge
It's a pretty big
deal.
coincidence, isn't it? When you really think about
At
it.
first, I didn't believe the rumors about the Phantom Thieves, that they steal hearts. But I overheard you
But yeah,
guys
this
speaking.
scene is pretty much
I learned
just
that you
setting
were near
up.
me.
It's just, I guess,
The bug.
stating
So
outright.
why were you listening in on LeBlanc in the first place?
It's stating
I had to
outright
keep an eye on
that she,
Kojiro, make
that
sure he
you
was
know, what
actually working.
Futaba's kind of
Talk about an
personal
awful hobby.
stake in wanting to join the
He talked
Phantom
about
Thieves
stealing
is,
hearts.
you know,
When
that
I
she
heard
wants
that, I was
to
so happy I
you
jumped
know,
up and down. I thought,
find and
maybe the
punish
Phantom
the
Thieves
guys
could steal my
who
heart.
you know,
You could have just told us from the start.
killed her mother. You know,
might have been
she's
wary of me if I cast out
you
of nowhere.
probably got the most
Besides,
personal
even
stake
bad
out of all
guys.
the characters.
That's why I cautiously got in contact
Because
with
everybody
you.
has their own personal
I
reasons
checked
as to
many
why they
times
want
see how you
to.
react.
Sorry. Why they want
What has
to
twisted around your
do this,
forefinger?
you know,
Futaba,
continue
you
being a
didn't
part of
talk
the
to
Phantom
anyone
Thieves and
besides
why they
Boss
want to
for
be
a
a part
long
of that,
time,
of the
right?
Phantom Thieves.
You must have needed a
Um,
lot of courage to
I
come
think
up with
Futaba's is
this
probably the
plan.
most personal,
There were two
but it's
reasons for it.
kind of
One was
interesting
Medjed's taunt.
to see.
Phantom Thieves were so pitiful it frustrated me. I would have been in trouble if they got disbanded too.
Oh, thank you so much. That's
Indeed.
so nice of you.
You are our only hope.
The other was what I heard through wiretapping LeBlanc. Sojiro
Obi-Wan.
was being blamed with
Um,
lies,
but-
using me. He was being threatened to spill everything about my mom.
Talk about making shit
Yeah,
up.
so her reason for wanting to do this stuff was,
made me
you know, it's
sad.
very personal
It
to
hurt.
her.
I thought, I had
You
to
know,
save
her,
Sojiro.
her
I
own
gotta do
reasons
something.
for joining the Phantom Thieves and
So
wanting to
that's
do
why.
this stuff.
That the
It's
Phantom
probably the
Thieves-
most personal
I didn't think you
out
guys
of
would
all
be
the
taking
characters.
such risks for me. I didn't think
And
you
it makes her a
worried
bit,
about me so much.
you know, a different sort of
Sorry
character,
that
which
I
makes her
acted
more
like I
fun
doubted
too,
you
kind of.
guys.
Do you believe in us now?
Yeah,
You know,
I
she's a
can
more
tell.
fun,
You aren't bad guys.
she's a more
That's why I
interesting
have a
character. I shouldn't say
request.
fun. She's more
Let me join
interesting.
your team.
One of the most interesting characters
Join. You're already
in
one
the
of
whole
us.
game, really.
I'll be honest. Changing people's hearts isn't my goal. I want to learn
Yeah.
what happened to my mom.
I guess this was also
reason
put in
why
just
she was
because
killed.
everybody has that scene, at least from
Everyone
Yusuke
else,
onwards.
should the self in the car
Uh,
die?
No, I'd say from
In the
Arn
real
onwards,
world,
they always
we lose
have that
consciousness.
scene where
Is this
they
about mental shutdowns?
give their reasons
Then
and
the criminal
you know,
Kaneshiro mentioned
ask to join, ask to become a part of the Phantom Phantom
That could be
Thieves.
the case.
So I
don't
suppose
like pursuing this line of thought.
they put this in here for
But perhaps
Futaba
your
to have that
mother's
moment as
shadow
well.
was- I don't know for sure. But right before my mom died, she didn't seem right.
In what way?
No matter how much I talked to her, she wouldn't answer back. And she didn't jump into the road, it was more like she collapsed and fell in. That's why I thought what was written in the notes was real, and looked into it. I read books, checked theses that were released online. I even snuck into the networks of various research labs to look at their classified data.
That's why you're good at hacking. What kind of brain do you
Wow,
have?
that's pretty amazing
I
there,
didn't
Futaba,
figure
to be
anything
fair.
out. My mom's research was nowhere to be found. She was killed by someone, and her research was treated
So,
like
yeah,
it never existed.
Yep,
I
so it
bet
seems
it's
likely at this point that
those
Futaba's
idiots
mother
in
was
the black
killed
suits who read the fake
because
suicide
of the
notes.
research that she was doing, and that the
I'll
research is
never
then
forget
taken and
Futaba. If
and
I
is
stay
now
with you guys,
seemingly
I
being
think I
used
can
with
find
the
out
mental
more about
shutdown
our world.
cases. That's
And eventually,
not
it might
good.
even lead to those men in black. It's a super personal reason why I want to join you. Is that okay? Or would I just be dead weight?
If anything, you're dependable. Ain't that right, Mona?
Why are you looking at me? Are you trying to say I'm inadequate?
Well, she was more useful than you as a matter of fact.
Hey, that's inexcusable!
Ryuji, don't be a prick.
This is what our Phantom Thieves are
Fucking
like.
asshole.
But I hope we get along, Futaba.
Thanks.
And by the way, that little scene there, or Morgana's kind of anger here, it does play into the next section of the game. So we'll see what happens with that soon enough.
Joker, Skull,
And so now we have to find.
Panther, Queen, and I'm Fox.
So now we have to find Futaba a alias.
Case? Hacker wouldn't be right, would it? Mech?
PC?
Mech.
Why
PC.
don't we go literal and call her God?
I love how Futaba's so blunt there. Oh, that was harsh.
Do you have any good ideas for Futaba's codename?
Ryuji's such a prick. Glasses?
That's you. What would you want it to be, Futaba?
Fair point.
Oracle. With my vision, I'll guide you all to victory.
Obviously, she's a fan of Batman. And
I'll be Oracle.
actually, think about it, she does have ginger hair as well, which
I never even dreamed that
Barbara
the rumored
Gordon is
Phantom
often
Thieves would
depicted
be
as
so
having
close.
in the Batman series.
Same goes to
So
you. To think you'd
okay.
be the daughter of a metaverse researcher.
I'm surprised,
Talk about
and she's
mysterious
kind of like the
Should we get going
what's
now?
the word I'm looking for?
Let's
She's also
go.
the youngest of the group, and she's also you know, the the tactician, if you like. So yeah, Oracle does really does fit really well.
Spur the Phantom Thieves' support even more now. I agree.
So according to this,
Ways to use the Phantom Thieves. Now would be the best time to
according to this guy, apparently the Phantom Thieves winning is all part of the plan. The nefarious plan. We're actually not too far away from finding out more about this kind of stuff. So but we've got a little while to go yet. Of course, Sojiro, my good friend. But actually, something interesting is something good as well. We'll actually be able to start back up Sojiro's social link pretty soon, because once you've got Futaba's social link started, then Sojiro's social link kind of opens back up again. I guess they kind of play it up as like he's been worried all this time about Futaba, so he hasn't kind of had the time to kind of deal with it. And I think part of his social link story, as well, is that is like linked to the main story, and it doesn't kind of continue. The main story, that part of the main story, doesn't continue until Futaba's stuff is all done and you started her social link. So I think that's part of the reason why. Damn it, Ryuji. Yeah, Ryuji's still pissing off Morgana. But anyway, that's it for this part of Persona 5. Join me next time for the next part, when we are going to be starting to head towards the next main section of the game. And it's basically, for the next couple of parts, it's going to be mostly social link stuff. And then we're going to be moving on, and we're going to be doing stuff with and we're going to be having the big trip of the game, where the guys are going to go to Hawaii. Lucky them. So I'll see you next time for the next part of Persona 5. See you next time.